Raft of Wandering Otters. This is Steve and Paul, and gee whiz, we're going out for yet another daytime drive around, Paul and me. We try to just be spontaneous about this, so we don't really have anything planned, but whenever Paul's ready and willing, then we take a drive, by golly. And Paul, how you feeling today?
Although I just feel like I'm full of hope, but I need to calm down.
Okay, maybe you could explain that. What fills you full of hope?
This is being recalled.
In case you don't know who Newsom is the governor of California, where we live, and many of us in this state are not happy with his COVID restriction policies. We think they were excessive, and you can debate that if you want, and we'll see. It seems like if strict COVID measures were saving lives, then we would have the lowest death rate out of all the states. But that's not the case. And in fact, Florida, which has had some of the lightest restrictions for COVID, there are even counties there that is totally up to each county. The governor there has made it up to each county as to whether or not masks are required. And of course, masks are the big thing, Paul. Anyway, long story short, it seems like everybody in Florida ought to have COVID or be dead, right? So, honestly, I think there is a virus, and I'm not going to tell people that their loved ones that lost their lives with a COVID diagnosis are somehow a hoax or something like that. I'm not saying or implying that, so I hope you don't get that out of me. But I do think that there was a rush to recognize this as something that maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe there was planning, and maybe there was a certain amount of reward and bribery, or at least, a reward for people and how they dealt with this crisis. But I have deep sympathy for those that have lost their lives to COVID, and we shall see. We shall see. So I don't think it's a matter of debating will ever prove one thing or another. I think only time will tell, which thinking is right and which thinking is wrong. But like I say, very low restrictions in Florida, and certainly a lower death rate than either New York or California, either one, which have had some of the highest restrictions of all the state. So interesting, huh? Hey, so Paul, that gives you hope that we're going to recall Governor Newsom, and let's practice. What if he there is a recall election and he is reelected?
I'm not going to be happy.
You wouldn't be happy, but would you accept that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, that's another little note I want to make, is that free speech and democracy is not always the speech that you want to hear, nor is it always the outcome that you want. Okay? And please keep that in mind. Democracy and free speech are not just one hand clapping. It is all opinions brought together into one vote, and one honest vote, if we can find that. All right, so what do you say, Paul? You ready for a spin?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Raft of Wandering Otters, come see what we see. We don't even know where we're going. Well, Paul just noticed it's a beautiful day here. And it is a Friday before a weekend, so it's the 26th of March. And yeah, I can't believe we're having such beautiful sun. And it's fairly warm.
Sky is beautiful.
Sky is beautiful. You feeling better about life, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the drive just helps everything.
Yeah, calms the nerves.
Calms the nerves. Absolutely. Right here on the left is a fish and tackle and liquor store. Bait, tackle, groceries, liquor is called Fish On. Or Moss Landing Liquors, so I don't know, maybe it's...
Ivana.
What?
It's hard ice. Draft iced tea.
Draft iced, oh, Tijuana. I guess that's like Nirvana. Anyway, this bait and tackle shop was the first place that Paul ever got a fishing license. Right there.
I got crabbing.
You got what?
I went crabbing.
You went crabbing, yeah. We've done some crabbing, yeah, surely.
We should go lobstering.
Well, if there were lobster here, we could. In fact, here in the South Monterey Bay, there's not much in the way of eating crab. You can catch a hairy, spindly looking thing called a star crab. Well, it isn't even worth thinking about eating. And then
the ones we got were the ones we cooked.
Well, no. Where did we catch? I don't remember catching any that we cooked and ate.
On Fisherman's Wharf.
Well, we bought some live ones from a crabber here in Moss Landing.
Oh.
Boiled them up. Okay, so this is the Salinas River State Beach.
You want to play soccer, Dad?
All kinds of water
for
birds.
Liverpool? Or is
I
it?
didn't even see an otter here.
Would you play soccer for Liverpool? It would be too what's exotic.
It might be exotic, that's for sure.
Why?
This is a nice, quick place to come for a little quiet refuge. Although it's fairly crowded right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all for Wonderland, Wonderland. might get a copyright notice, so I better stop it right now. Well, thank you for joining Paul and me this afternoon, or whenever you're watching this, but it was an afternoon when we filmed this. We love getting out and when we can, and you know what? Things are starting to look up, right?
Way up.
Yeah. We're by the way, our great and fearless governor has color codes for counties depending upon what level of COVID they're in. And we have moved from purple, which is the most severe, to
Orange.
Orange. Wait a minute. To red. We're in red now, but very soon we are on track and have the stats. If the stats hold up over the next couple of weeks, we should be in the red zone, which is like one step away out of the 4. It's one step away from yellow, which is the safe zone. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Raft of Wandering Otters. See you in the next one. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Bye.